Hi, I'm Graham from Grey For Now Games, and in these videos I'm going to be showing you how to play 0200 hours. All the models in the game are referred to as fighters, and these are divided up into characters such as the Heer Officer and the SAS Sergeant that we've got here, and everyone else is referred to as a trooper. Troopers can come singly and they can also come in pairs, and the pairs will move around as a unit and act in the same way until one of them is taken out. The defenders' troopers are also referred to as sentries. Each fighter, or pair of fighters, has its own recruitment card, and these show you their cost to recruit into your force, as well as their stats within the game. The stats are aim, used for shooting, react, for ducking and diving for cover, as well as moving stealthily. Brawn is used for running and hand-to-hand combat. Smarts, used for spotting enemy soldiers. And guts, which is your bravery and toughness. When you're recruiting your force, you may also add requisition cards, which give extra equipment, and veteran cards, which can give you extra skills. 0200 is all about night fighting, so at the start of the game the defenders don't know where any of the attackers are, and the attackers don't know where any of the defenders are. This is called being covert. But if a model makes too much noise, or one of the other side manages to spot them, then they'll become detected and they'll get given an alert token. Now, it is possible to become hidden once again, merge back into the shadows and lose that alert token again, and become covert once more. Let's take a look at the dice in the game. There are two types of dice, grey and the white. Now, rolling the white dice give you a chance of giving your position away, while rolling the grey dice help you be more stealthy and give you a chance to stay hidden. Usually you'll roll some of each type in each action. So let's look at the dice faces. First off, we have the chevrons. Now, these are used to determine successes when you make an action, and you compare them to your model's stats. So if these sentries wanted to duck, they would use the react stat, which is only 1 for them. So only rolling a single chevron to match their stat would be a success, whereas the 2 and 3 chevrons, those would be fails. Whereas for the sergeant, either a 1 or a 2 would be a success for him, whereas a 3, that would still be a fail. Next we have the medal results. Now, these allow you to do something special, trigger a certain ability depending on what action you're taking. So for example, if you were shooting, then the medal might allow you to be more accurate, whereas if you were sneaking along, then a medal might allow you to freeze in place. If you're lucky enough to roll 3 medals in one go, then they can be converted into 1 success. Now, the white dice have the alert symbol. Now, if a model rolls this during their action, then they've made too much noise, been too conspicuous, and been spotted by the enemy, so they will get an alert token. If they've already been detected, then that new alert token can go onto a friendly model within 6 inches. Now, on the grey dice we have the stealth icon. If you roll this one during an action, you'll be able to take away an alert token and become covert again. Of course, if you roll both an alert and a stealth result in the same action, then they just cancel each other out. Now, alert tokens are very important because a detected fighter can be shot at or charged, whereas a covert fighter can't. An alert token stays with a fighter as he moves around the battlefield. It also affects other friendly models if they're within 2 inches. But as soon as they move away again, they become covert again. During each turn of the game, each fighter will make a certain number of actions. Troopers will make 1 each, and characters can make up to 2 each. And to show that, they each have the corresponding number of action tokens. And you'll notice that on the back of the tokens, the symbols are red, and we flip these over to the red side if they suffer a light wound or are pinned by enemy fire. Well, these tokens go into a container, a bag, or a cup at the start of each turn. During play, you'll take turns pulling a token out of the bag, and you then must assign it to one of your fighters, and it must be the matching type. So here I've drawn a trooper token, so I must give that to one of my troopers. Then you carry on taking turns. So the German player might pull out a character token, he must give it to a character, and then the SAS player pulled out another trooper token. Now, if you've already used up all your troopers, you've got no one left to take an action, then you have to pass that token over to the other side and they'll get to use it instead. Also into the bag go 3 time tokens. Now, if you draw the first or second time token, then you get to draw a card, which we'll discuss later. But when the third one comes out, the turn is over. And even if you had some models left who hadn't taken all their actions, that's tough. They lose their actions and the turn is over. And then at that point, all the tokens go back into the bag, ready to start again in the next turn. So you'll find it's very important deciding which order to make actions in. Sometimes you'll want to try and wait till the other side has moved, but if you wait too long, you might miss your chance entirely.